Let's rock.
There are many helicopter guides already made that break down helicopters in great detail. This is going to explain the bare essentials. Under gameplay settings, you definitely want to enable Advanced Flight Module. This will give you manual control over your collective. Manual control is pretty much required if you plan on flying any of the helicopters in the game. It's very important to understand that hitting a helicopter can be extremely difficult. This is primarily due to the fact that the location of the helicopter is determined by the server, and the game uses client-side hit detection. This means you could hit a helicopter directly with an RPG, and sometimes the server will just simply deny you that helicopter kill. There are 4 helicopters you can fly, 3 combat helicopters, and 1 transport helicopter. The transport helicopter is the Huey. It takes 1 transport pilot, and it can carry a squad of 6. The first combat helicopter is called the Bushranger. This is available to the Australians. It can carry 2 combat pilots, each with 1 weapon, and 2 door gunners. The second combat helicopter is the Cobra. This is available to the United States Army, the United States Marine Corps, and the ARVN. It carries 2 combat pilots, each with a primary and a secondary weapon. The last combat helicopter is the Loach. It carries 1 combat pilot with 1 primary weapon and 1 passenger. When you get into a helicopter, it will start to spin up. You can free look by holding left alt. Spacebar will increase your collective. Left control will decrease your collective. Once in the air, you can control the helicopter based on your controls. A few extra controls to keep in mind is that Q and E will control left and right yaw, and G will turn on auto hover, although I really doubt you'll ever really want to use it. The best thing about the Loach is its ability to act as permanent recon for the Southern soldiers. If you fly low enough, the Loach will continue to spot enemies and tunnels. Additionally, the Southern team leader can sit in the back of the Loach, or spawn in the back of the Loach in order to call in support. The Southern team leader can also hold B to issue orders or get marks, as well as mouse scroll wheel to lean out of the Loach in order to get marks in very hard to reach places. Moving on to the Cobra is the most powerful thing in Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. This twirly bird of death can sit 2 combat pilots, each with a primary and secondary weapon that can be used by left clicking or middle mouse button. If you're the co-pilot, don't forget to mouse scroll wheel in order to bring the sights up to use your weapons. The Cobra can be flown in many different ways, but essentially it kills everything. It can orbit, it can strafe run, or it can sit 2,000 meters out and have pinpoint accuracy with its primary cannon. 3 out of 4 of the weapons that it has the ability to destroy enemy tunnels. A skilled Cobra pilot with map knowledge can make it literally impossible for the North to ever leave default spawn, and if it is firing far enough away, there is nothing that the North team can do about it. The last combat helicopter is the Bushranger. The pilot controls the rockets, which has the ability to destroy tunnels, while the co-pilot controls dual miniguns. In order to fire both the miniguns at the same time, you must be pointing at the nose of the aircraft. I like flying the Bushranger the most. If you use the Bushranger as a firing platform, the dual miniguns can be one of the most effective things in the game. It's also extremely difficult to get door gunner kills. Alternatively though, you could use it to sit a squad leader then try to land him in like a Huey, but I feel like that's a waste because combat pilots are supposed to be doing most of the killing, or at least targeting enemy tunnels. When piloting the Huey, you should either land troops quickly, or sit in a secure location acting as a forward spawn to put more pressure on objectives. Altitude is dictated by the ground level you are flying over, so if you fly over a mountain into a valley, your altitude will change near instantly. This is particularly bad when anti-air is up and can instantly get you killed. Anti-Air is a northern team leading ability that lasts for 60 seconds and targets anything flying over 75 meters. If a missile launches, please keep in mind, it will hunt you down like the surface-to-air missile in behind enemy lines.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
If you are quick enough, you can try to fly over higher terrain in order to fool the surface-to-air missile. Also keep in mind, when you are flying the Huey and you have landed, you can tell the squad to get the heck out of your helicopter by pressing the C key. I will end this video by telling you how to fix a common bug in Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, as this game is not free of bugs. A very common bug is missing textures at the main menu, or not seeing any servers. Most bugs can actually be fixed if you go into the My Games folder underneath the local location on your computer in My Documents. Make sure your game is not running, find the Rising Storm 2 folder under My Games, and then delete that folder and restart the game.